The Wellkeeper is a story of a young woman named Zoe who inherits a power passed down from mother to daughter, connecting her to the life energy of the planet. This power enables her to communicate with plant life, animals, and natural forces. The problem is, this power skipped a generation, so Zoe is now being hunted by a dark force called the Withering Man, who plots to destroy her. What comes next is the Wellkeeper 2 The Hollow Realm, the sequel to the original 12-issue graphic novel series that I'm working on right now. My name is D Fish, and I'm going to talk a little bit as I show you some in-process artwork on a page from issue 1 of the Wellkeeper 2 The Hollow Realm. Like the original graphic novel, The Hollow Realm will be a 12-issue graphic novel series and follows Zoe as she now becoming the Wellkeeper and now trying to learn what it really means to be a Wellkeeper. The thing is that if you'd read the original series, spoilers, she doesn't really get a lot of training in this position. She's left without a mentor, and as such, she needs to figure it all out for herself. So she's trying to work her way through these abilities and figure out what her place is in the world. The problem with that is that there's a group called the Council of the Hollow. The Council of the Hollow represents the elemental forces that actually empower Zoe to begin with. The forces of nature and the earth and plant life and animals and these natural forces, they have avatars, and these avatars are the Council of the Hollow, and they're not particularly sure that an untrained girl who really doesn't know what she's doing is the right person to be shepherding the natural forces of the earth and protecting them from harm. And so they're going to put her through some trials, and that's where we get to the crux of the drama in the Wellkeeper 2 The Hollow Realm. Working on a page right now, inking with my trusty Pentel Stylo, which is one of my favorite drawing tools. It's a great little pen, lasts a good long time, and has a tip that basically replicates the effect of a Crowquill dip pen. I really enjoy working with it because it enables me to get really nice, thin, thick lines with pressure applied to them without having to deal with the hassle of a traditional dip pen or Crowquill, which has never been my personal strong suit. I'm fully trained, I've used them all, but over time you try to find the tools that work best for you and your speed. And I like working fast, and I like working loose. So this tool, the Pentel Stylo, really is just ideal for me. I get these great juicy lines. Working on a page here that is a little different than some of the pages that you might be used to seeing. It really involves a conversation between Zoe and her younger foster sister, Ayana. Um, and Ayana really, she idolizes Zoe. She's always running in and, jumping on her and being like, Zoe! So Zoe has this very new big sister role that she's not used to. And she's working her way through a brand new family life at the same time she's trying to work through being a Wellkeeper. You may have noticed a few seconds ago that the tool changed. What I'm using now is a Pentel pocket brush. This thing, I have used this same brush since issue 6 of the last series. The tip never goes bad. I can get as fine a tip as I can imagine, like super hair fine, tips, or these big, juicy, thick brush strokes that you're seeing here on the hair. And it's a lot of fun. I really love working with this particular pen. It's fantastic. It does all these great lines. I always use it for drawing Zoe's hair. Zoe has really thick, silky, long hair. Very long. If she were a superhero, her hair would totally be her cape. And with the Pentel pocket brush, I can do these really great, juicy black swashes of area and ink line. And it's a lot of fun to work with, and it's got refillable little cartridges that you can plug in. And I'm telling you, I've worked with every kind of tool you can imagine. I've worked with, Raphael, Sable tips, all the fancy $20 brushes, and this, because I'm a pen person at heart, I like the control of a pen in my hand as opposed to a brush. I've always had kind of shaky hands when I draw, so this is the tool that I prefer the most. I can get really fine lines with it. I've got incredible control with it, and I can get this beautiful juicy line work here with the hair. And so that's where we're at with this page. Going to go back in afterwards and probably use a Faber-Castell XS tip to do some of the cross-hatching and shadowing. You can see some of it on the other panels where I put the shadows on the faces. The book is a black and white book, and a lot of people, notice right away that the rendering is really, really dense. And what I like to do is I like to make sure that, because it's black and white, it's got as much depth and value to it as possible in the shadowing and the tones so that you don't feel like you're losing out on anything. And it's just how I prefer to work. I've always loved black and white comics, from the old Ninja Turtle days on, and it's just something I really enjoy working in. So I hope you continue to enjoy these videos as I update and look forward to the Wellkeeper 2, The Hollow Realm, coming soon. Thank you!